guys, welcome back to my channel. This is the Misha brand, and if you're new here, I'm Misha. Today's video is going to be about a makeup routine that I'm creating based on all products that I purchased at Target. Yes, Target. So I'm really excited about this. I decided to make this video because we're all in quarantine, and at least some of us are making our way out of quarantine, which is awesome. But even still, some of our favorite retailers like Sephora or Ulta may not be open in your city. So if you are having to go back into society and you need to re-up, because it's been about, 2-3 months since we were able to really fully be able to access our favorite stores, I thought I'd show you that you can still achieve a really nice application based on products that are found in Target or any other drugstore for that matter. I really just kind of scanned the aisles. I didn't go in with any expectation or specific items that I wanted to purchase. I just kind of went with whatever I was drawn to. Another reason why I really was interested in making this video is because I know that sometimes, just resources is also a factor. So some people may not necessarily have the resources to go into an Ulta or a Sephora and pick out the items that they want to. Maybe they're concerned about the price point. So really my point in doing this video, uploading this video, showcasing it, and honestly, if it just helps one person, I'm super excited, is because sometimes it's not about product. In my opinion, I think that technique is more important than product. So this is just a video to showcase that. So I'll stop talking, we'll get right into the application. All right, y'all, so let's get into the makeup. So the first thing I'm gonna do is go ahead and put my primer on. I got this e.l.f. matte putty primer. I had heard quite a few good things about it, so we're gonna see. Hopefully it's nice. The texture so far, oh, it's really soft. Yep, this is gonna be great. To be very honest, I don't always use a primer, but I need that skin popping. Primers, especially if you have skin concerns, are really, really important. And obviously, I moisturized my skin before this video. So, I'm putting my primer, I try to be really intentional about where I place it at, because this is like a mattifying, blurring primer. So I need to put this anywhere where I tend to oil out, which is in the T-zones like most people. Anytime I put a primer on, I always like to use a sponge and just really make sure it marries well with the skin. I will say I got this e.l.f. sponge. I always use Beauty Blender or either Real Technique. This is awesome. It's very soft. It expands very well. You know how sometimes you'll buy a sponge and it's like a knockoff one, and even when you put it under water, it's still rough and firm. This isn't that, which is nice. Actually, it's amazing. I don't know. I might not be going back to Beauty Blender because this is bomb. So I went with a tried and true. I wasn't sure what I was gonna do, but fit me. Hey, Maybelline. This is really, really a good foundation. I've used it before, so I'm comfortable. They didn't exactly have the color that I needed, but I wasn't gonna let that stop me. So I usually wear anywhere from a 340 to 355. I'm in a weird space because while it's summer, I haven't been outside. So I'm actually gonna mix these two to get my perfect tonality. Okay, so let's see how it's looking. Yep, that's her. That's my color. I like it. Alright, let's go ahead and marry with the skin. I'm pretty aggressive with my pats. I know that I am. I'm pretty heavy-handed in general as a makeup artist. I feel like I can't really give thoughts or feedback on this product because I've used it before, but I think they do a really good job of showcasing that foundation can be adequate enough and doesn't have to charge you upwards of $30, $40, $50, sometimes $60, and you can get a decent beat out of it. Foundation laid, check. Next we're gonna move into concealer. I'm gonna be very transparent. I picked up the e.l.f. foundation or concealer, as y'all saw, but I've never used this before, so I do have my backup, my go-to that's also drugstore friendly. They actually had it at Target, but I just didn't get any because they didn't have my tone, so obviously it forced me to get something else. But this is Fawn by LA Girl. It's a pro concealer, and if this is looking crazy, I'm definitely gonna put this on instead. Oh, okay, we can do it. I'm still amazed, if nothing else, by this e.l.f. sponge. Why have I been spending $20? Why y'all been letting me spend $20? This right here, nothing bothers me more than when a girl is posting on Instagram and there's a huge line right here. No, please blend that out. All right, next, this product I will admit I have used before for my contour. We have Black Opal True Color, their contour stick in the shade Black Walnut. I use this all the time. I actually love it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and use this, and incorporating stuff that you've used before in the routine also helps because it gives you a sense of home. You don't feel like you're like, all right, I'm trying all this new stuff, I have no idea. But like I said in the intro, if you watched it, I am somebody who just really believes that technique is more important than product. Also, I just want to take this moment to really appreciate anybody who watches my videos. Like, it'd be like 5 people and I'd be like, wow, y'all are holding me down. I appreciate y'all. I really do it for y'all. So thank you. I like using like a really dense brush, like a brush that people would probably use for foundation. I like using something like that to blend out and stipple. I even will kind of take my brush that still has like my concealer and stuff on it and blend it into the contour. Okay, so now that I've blended everything out, the next thing, you've done all your liquids, you've done all your creams, next you move into your powders. So I bought the NYX Professional Makeup Studio Photogenic Finishing Powder. I have never used this powder before. To be very honest, I'm very nervous. I stick within the same powder because I do not like having flashback in my photos, so I use powders that I know for sure are gonna work. But the whole point of this video is to showcase that you don't have to spend a lot to get quality products that work. So we gonna give it a try and we gonna pray to Jesus, because I don't know. And I didn't even, like, let me tell you, I went in here so raw. I didn't even read reviews or anything. Hopefully, prayerfully, it does well. Because if it does well, this might be something else that I bring on trips with me, because I don't necessarily always like packing my expensive makeup on trips. People be throwing your luggage around like they legit do not care. Like it's their ex bag, and I'm just like, did I do something to you? Why are you not handling my bag with care? Hopefully it's like blurring too. I like mine's face to look like I face tuned it and I didn't. Like when you see me in person, I want to look like a walking Facetune smoothing tool. I don't think I'm loving how I look on camera right now. Ew, gross. Okay, so I'm still gonna do some more steps, so we'll bring it back together, but I don't know. Okay, we're gonna move into eyebrow. I don't even know if I can move on looking like this. It's smooth, but my God, I look crazy, low-key. Alright, we're gonna trust the process. Trust the process. Alright, so we're gonna move into eyebrow. First off, golden ratio. Okay. So I do this because my brows stop here when realistically they need to be stopping over here. I like to see a little bit of fill, but honestly more hair strokes than anything. Next, I'm gonna go ahead and use my concealer just to really highlight underneath my brow. And I'm just using, this is a brush that I actually already own, but you can buy any flat brush at the drugstore and literally do the same thing. Okay, so now that both brows are done, I always like to use a clear brow gel just to set. Like, I don't have time to spend time in the morning putting my brows on just for them to, you know, dissipate throughout the day. So I went ahead and got some clear brow gel. And I always like to give my brows like a good little lift, push them up, and then just kind of smooth over to the sides. I got this little Rose Gold Sunset palette from e.l.f. So we're gonna go ahead and see how this works. I've never used their shadows before, ever. I'm kind of spoiled when it comes to shadows because I like what I like. But we're gonna be open, we're gonna see what happens. Like some less expensive powders, you have to like really dig. This kind of was just easily loaded up onto the brush. So far, I can see the color payoff. I'm not sure if the camera is picking that up, but I can definitely see it in this transition color. So the first color I used was this guy, and they're not labeled, so it was just this one. And next I'm gonna ease on into this, and then after that I'll be using this deeper color. The colors are nice, easy to blend. Okay, oh, let me find out y'all got all the shades. Let me find out y'all got eyeshadow blend game on deck. Let's go even deeper. I just always like to like kind of come in my outer corner with that deep shade. I'm really impressed, I'm not gonna lie. I was a little nervous, but I'm impressed. Now we're gonna go ahead and carve out I'm gonna carve out my, like a little cut, like a baby cut crease. Like, in terms of cut, it would be like if you were to get safety scissors. That's the type of cut crease I'm trying to do. Nothing crazy, nothing over the top. That's not even really how I operate for real. But I do want you to be able to distinctly see the highlight color that I'm gonna apply. That's the cut crease that I did with my concealer. I used my concealer because I forgot to buy eyeshadow primer. Honestly, I don't know what brand eyeshadow primer I would have even purchased, but you can use your concealer in the same way if you forget eyeshadow primer. So we're gonna do a little topper. Looking at these colors, I feel like I'm gonna roll with this nice bright gold, because again, it actually kind of matches the tonality here, and I want to make sure that it stands out. And I'm keeping in mind that I have like a little topper that I purchased that I know I'm gonna want to use. And I like to pat too. I think patting just like seamlessly blends for you. Yes. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and put the topper on. I'm gonna pat. Yes. Always remember, if you are apprehensive about something, instead of going all in, take a more reserved approach. The topper did the thing. It did it. I'm not mad at all. I'm gonna actually zoom in and wonder if y'all can see this as I'm applying it. Okay, so I'm grabbing some of the topper, and you can see I'm really building up that shimmer. Yes, elf. Y'all don't even know, y'all was sleeping. Next thing I'm gonna do is use my Wet n Wild liner. Wet n Wild, it's a brush stroke liner. And let me tell you, this was $5. I typically pay $21 for the one at MAC. Let me find out that this is a great alternative. An awesome dupe. Maybe that's what I'll do for y'all next. I'll do a dupe video. Like if you want to see a dupe video, or write in the comments if you're wanting to see a dupe from high quality products. Because that really is kind of like what we're doing here. It's pigmented, it's drying immediately. I'm not mad at her at all. Okay, so I was able to do both eyes. I'm in love with how it's looking. You can see that there's stuff up here, but there's absolutely no smoke out at the bottom. So I'm just gonna take maybe not the darkest color, but the second to darkest color that I used, and just add a little smoke. Most times I don't want the smoke. Actually, I'm lying. Most of the time I'm with the smoke. Now we got a well-rounded look. I'm gonna go in with Voluminous Carbon Black L'Oreal Mascara. Carbon Black just adds that like extra depth that really helps the lashes stand out. And for me, I have like non-existent lashes. Like you can see, they've disappeared throughout this video. So I am a wiggler because I like volume. So we're just gonna add a little bit of volume. All right, so this is something that I did not purchase, but I already had these. Obviously you can get Ardell's at basically any store, but any retailer. I'm deciding to go in and use the Wispies 113. I've purchased those time and time again. That's these right here. Girls who can just like slide them bad boys on, kudos to you. I gotta really see what is popping, what's going on. I gotta be really involved in the whole lash laying process for it to work for me. Lash done. Okay. Ooh, whose makeup came from the drugstore? You would never know. All right, next thing, the Black Radiance True Complexion Contour Palette in powder is a holy grail. I mean, like, just a must-have. A must-have. I use this contour color, like the actual deeper contour color. I'm gonna go ahead and load my brush up. But this does not fail me ever. I use medium to dark. I think that's like perfect tonality for my skin, but it is awesome. Next, we're gonna move on to blush. So I decided to get the e.l.f. blush palette. It has a couple different colors. One thing you'll learn about me is I definitely enjoy mixing. There's a couple different colors here. I'm gonna just do a little dabble into all of them because that's my style. I've actually never used their blush before, so this is like a first time, but I am thoroughly enjoying it. There's definitely color payoff. All of these products are like so slept on, or maybe I need to wake up. Maybe I'm the one sleeping because I've never used these. I've always used like MAC blush. Like I think my first blush ever actually came from Victoria's Secret, which is so crazy because they don't even sell makeup anymore. Yeah, I am into this. Okay, highlight. Master Chrome by Maybelline. Yet another Maybelline product. I will say I have used this product before. It was actually one of the first, like, I remember when it came out, just everybody was popping about it, like, oh, you gotta try the new Maybelline one. So I was like, okay, well then I gotta try the new Maybelline one, right? And it's cute. I haven't used Topaz though, so we'll see how this comes, how the payoff is on this. What I do enjoy about this highlight is it's a gentle highlight. So you can achieve the level of highlight you want based on how much product you decide to build up. I am kind of like a highlight mommy, like give me all the highlight please. So I'll be definitely continuing to build this. What's highlight, if you'll notice, isn't popping with highlight. Like why even have highlight if it's not? She loves a little over the brow highlight. Cool, okay. And I mean, why not just a little inner corner? Just a little inner corner highlight action. Why not? Who would I be not to? Okay, so, last thing we're gonna do is lipstick. So I decided, I've never tried, what is this even called? The Superstay Matte Ink by Maybelline in the shade 55/Driver. So I always love just like a neutral lip. So I'm gonna go ahead and give that one a try. I am gonna use my LA Girl lip liner in the shade Brown. Simple enough. I think you, as a black woman, need to be lining your lips 9 times out of 10 if you're going to be putting on a really lighter shade. And as much as I love neutrals, like I'm not gonna put it on. I would be looking ridiculously crazy. The lip liner really helps A, with feathering, B, with the transition into that lighter color, so it's not really stark and like looks chalky. So it's comfortable too. Like it's a matte, but it's not like a very, it's matte, but it's not like a very drying matte. It still feels really comfortable, very wearable. I am curious on if I'm gonna have to touch it up, but yes. Alright y'all, that is the look. I did not buy a setting spray, but let me tell you, I have enough powder on for days, so I think I'm covered. This looks very reminiscent of the look that I would create with the makeup that I use normally, which is costing umpteen times what I spent. I think in total in makeup, I spent $85. Let me double check, I wrote it down. Yes, I spent $85 for this beat. So again, just to recap to y'all, the main reason I wanted to do this is because, like, don't feel like you have to splurge and spend a ton of money on makeup, especially if you're just starting out. Like, it's okay to just grab some products from the drugstore that you have heard great reviews about and get your practice on using those products before you start spending a ton of money on additional products from a retailer like Sephora. Also, my biggest takeaway, if you don't hear anything else, practice, practice, practice your technique. Your technique is going to be significantly more important and more impactful on your overall look than any product. You could buy Pat McGrath, you could buy some of the best cosmetics ever, but if you don't know how to use them, it's really no point. So that's what I'm saying, like really hone in on your craft, really practice your everyday application, and you'll be able to kind of like maneuver through any food products. Like for instance, my brow pencil was definitely not the same color, but I know that I can build it up to get a really, really good color payoff. It's gonna take a little bit more work, but I know how to get there based on the technique. So that's something that I really want to leave y'all with. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, please. It really helps me. It helps me navigate because I'm new in this, so I'm trying to figure out what content you guys enjoy and what content you really don't care about. Thus, I don't have to spend my time creating it. So make sure you like it. Please subscribe, guys. I'll be obviously giving you videos weekly. It's been a little rough in quarantine, but I'm back on the train, so I'll be giving you videos weekly. And take a look around the channel. There's other videos, and if you got brought to this one, there's other ones that I think will really, really help you with your overall makeup application. And finally, I really just want to say thank you for watching. Those of you who stuck around to the end of the video, I really, really appreciate you. And if you guys want to, you know, interact with me, I love talking to you guys on Instagram. Please feel free to follow me at Misha Cherie. And yeah, until the next video, I will see you guys next time, and take care. Thanks for watching. Bye.